Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today it's Christmas in some parts of the world. Regardless of what that means for you, I hope you had a pretty good Thursday. For me, it's 5 a.m. Alright, first boss is Spades. In the first round, plenty of hearts. We can discard, try to get better hearts because I think this doesn't win. King High Flush should be a little bit short. But then we can follow up with, could be high card, jack, or full house also works, I guess. Alright, but the reason I picked this seed, this Christmas seed, is because the first shop Buffoon pack, there's a gift card. And playing on the ghost deck, we can make a shiny gift card. Alright, I don't need Rental Showman. I could take Rental Northern Lion. We pay $3 for the rental fee, but then we gain $4 of sell value. Let's go next. Alright, in round 2, if we want a one-shot with the Polychrome, the Spade Flush is not going to do it because the 5 and 2 are too small. We can throw away the low cards and try to get higher cards. Could be King High as a straight. Queen High also works. Okay, and then could be credit card here. I guess one idea is you could take credit card and then open the booster packs looking for value generators. So open Arcana pack, look for maybe gold cards, lucky cards, Emperor. Temperance would be okay, not the best necessarily, but okay. Could be standard pack, looking for gold seal, blue seal, gold cards. I think I will play it safe and not spend money that I don't have. So maybe no wasteful voucher either. Let's just go next. Northern Lion here, if we keep it, it's neutral because we lose $1 of interest. If we sell it, we get that extra $1 of interest. So I think it's worth it. Sell Northern Lion here, probably. So let's do that. And then what? So try to get diamonds as a flush. One more time, diamonds. Could be this flush is like 450. Okay, and then 8s and kings as 2 pair. That should work. Yes. Okay, now we got 19 bucks. We could take Devious Joker. This boss is -1 hand size. No Arcana packs yet, probably. Yeah, Devious Joker could take the moon here. I think the moon makes us safer going into the next round, but I don't think that's necessary. Maybe go next. Alright. So we should throw away the low cards. In order to get a straight, we for sure need a jack. So maybe throw away the king, and then we have a better chance of getting the jack. Maybe. Could be try to get a 7 or a 2. There's a 7 high straight. I don't think this wins. It's a little bit low. But then we can follow up with a pair of aces. How about 2 pair? Aces and 2s. Okay. Alright, so now we got 20 bucks. Probably we want a fist for Molt. I don't think we take Arcana packs yet. Keep saving for interest. Let's go next. Now that we have the fist, it doesn't really matter what we play. We could try to get a straight. There's a 9 high straight. So 9 high straight. Maybe throw away this 2. Maybe get another 2. Alright, this should work. There we go. Alright, and this boss, not the first boss, but this boss is -1 hand size. We could square up. That's pretty good with the fists. And we could take a hungman. Let's go next. So now Devious Joker, we get, if we sell it, we do get extra interest because the rental fee is -3, this is +4, but if we keep it, we get an extra $1 of sell value. So I guess we keep it. All right, here, what are we trying to do? Let's discard these cards. I want to hang them. Maybe 6 and 2 we can hang them. And then play high card ace. All right, already got a nice amount of points on the first one, so we should be able to win with just high card. Maybe play high card ace here, keeping the 3, even though the 3 is low. All right, and then should be high card queen is fine. There we go. All right, so high card is about 1,000 points now. 26 bucks. This boss, no repeat hand types. So let's go Arcana first. Sure. Could go Buffoon Pack first. No, let's go Arcana first. Could be Hermie instead of the Devil. Take 20 bucks. Okay. In that case, now Buffoon Pack. Sure. 2 Eternals we don't need. Okay. Mercury is probably worth taking. We could take it, we could hold on to it. We have enough money now, we could actually just hold on to Justice for gift card value, maybe. Just buy both of these. Maybe I don't need to spend. I don't think I need to reroll here. Since we got the rental fee on the square, let's go next. All right, so how about we know if we play a good high card. So if I play like high card queen here, that's 1,000 points. Okay, and if I play high card 10, then the next high card wins. So let's go high card ace, keeping the 2, because the 2 will prevent us from winning. And then we can follow up with could be high card 9 here. That works. All right. And then okay, could be Cola, could be Arcana. Let's go Cola first and then Arcana. Looking for a Fool for that Hermie. Or we could get a Chariot. We can make a Steel card. I like the idea. Maybe a Steel Jack. We could just skip here in case we get a Fool in the future. I think a Steel Jack's fine. And then do we want the standard pack? I think we could do standard pack. So standard pack, yes. Get a gold 5. In that case, the rental fee takes us down to 17. I can make up the money by selling Devious Joker. I might sell Devious Joker. For now, let's go next. Alright, so discard first, I guess. Try to get that gold card. Or we want to play our hands first before we draw the gold card. Because once we draw the gold card, we want to keep it. So that's 16. Alright, so the next serious hand wins. I can discard first. This wins, we keep the 4. So that this doesn't win. And then I guess high card king, this does win. So rental fee takes us down. We could sell the Cola right now. We could sell Devious Joker right now. We could sell both. I guess It doesn't matter because gift card gives us extra value. Alright, just ship it. This is fine. We can lose a little bit of interest. Alright, now Spectral Pack maybe? It's a blue seal. Alright, so blue seal, another jack instead of taking ectoplasm here. And we have enough money, we could probably go standard pack. Get another value generator. Alright. Go next. No repeat hand types. Alright, so we can start with 2 pair. Could be discard first or play high card queen. Maybe high card queen. We got the red seal now. Alright. I think a pair wins from here. We can try to get the gold card. Alright, didn't get the gold card. I can play a pair of aces. Mercury we can hold on to. We could use it, we could hold on to it. I think I use it. No, the last thing we did was Hermit. So let's do this. Let's sell Justice, use Mercury. I guess I'll use Mercury because Justice, I want to hold on to it for more value. Let's go ahead and play the pair of aces. We get punished if we find a fool, I guess. But if we get a fool, we could just hold on to it, maybe. Alright. Go next. Alright, could be Mega Arcana pack. This boss is face cards debuffed. Alright, what's in a Mega Arcana pack? Alright, now we're talking. Now we got Temperance for 38. So let's go Mercury, sure. Temperance, and then Fool for another one. I guess I could have made a glass card there, but I think I'm just holding on to Justice for the Temperance value. Alright. Now, could be a crystal ball. Now we got money, so we can do some re-rolling if we want. Could be Celestial pack here. Do we want this banana? Maybe not necessary for us to do that. Go one more. Alright, ramen. I think I don't want ramen because I want to be able to discard to find my gold cards and my blue seal. So let's go one more. Certificate is usually pretty good. You can get gold seals and blue seals and stuff like that, but maybe is less good when you have the fist because you don't want to add random low cards. We can go one more. Maybe. So that takes me to 30, and then Celestial Pack takes me to 26. Temperance, I probably want to hold it for one more round. So I guess let's go Celestial Pack for nonsense. Maybe Venus here. And then go next. Alright. So now let's discard looking for the blue seal. And then high card queen. That should be a couple thousand by now. Alright, 2,000. Okay. So we can't lose. We can play high card queen. And then could be 2 pair, I guess. We didn't get the blue seal. Bummer. Alright. Ship it. Okay, now $43 temperance. Sure. 2 celestial packs. Let's go reroll first. I don't think I need clever joker. There's plutonium. I don't think I want plutonium. I don't think I want to level up my high card. We can take Uranus instead. Celestial pack gives me no Mercury. Pick up Uranus again. Alright, if we hold on to the Temperance, then we get more temperance value from the gift card. If we use temperance, we can reroll. If we spread out our reroll money, then it actually saves us money. So I think I temperance now. And then go one more. Could be mail-in rebate instead of probably we drop the cola here. And then go one more. So rebate on queens could take a tower. Maybe. What's the boss say again? Face cards are debuffed. So I could turn the jack into a rock and then the fist will ignore it. Could be like that. $8, we could go one more. Could be a steel joker. Could be steel joker instead of devious joker. And then $9 is a little bit expensive. Rental fee takes me down to 40. So let's go next. All right, rebate on queens. My pairs are leveled up. So I probably don't want to play the pair of fives. Might be a little bit too strong. Or maybe it's okay to play one pair. I could play 9 as a high card, but then it might be a little bit too low. So let's run it this way with the steel card. Okay, now we got the red seal, rebate on queen, so I could go high card ace here. And then again using the steel card. So that's better. Now I don't have any danger here. We could play high card king. And I don't need the steel card. Is this going to be too much? Maybe I discard the queen first. If we go high card ace here, actually the 4 should be fine. Let's do that. Cool, and then we can discard. So the queen is out of here, throw away the 9s. Maybe keep the 9s in case we get the blue seal. Okay, there's another queen we can discard. Did not get the blue seal, and that's okay. So here's a pair of 9s. That should be fine. All right, the pairs are about 8,000 each, I guess. Rebate on aces. All right, could be a red seal for my steel card. Could be a standard pack. Could be another steel card, this time a steel 6 I think we don't want because it's a little bit too low for the fist, I guess. So just skip and go one more. Could be a swashbuckler. If we take the bonkler, do we still want the square? I think the answer is yes. Do we need the steel joker? Maybe the answer is we don't need that. Alright, let's take the bonkler. And then Arcana, we can go one more. Could be a mime or some gold cards and blue seal and the fist. If we take the mime, we probably don't need the bonkler, but the bonkler is kind of fun, right? Maybe we don't need the square. Let's go Arcana, see what happens. So it could be Temperance for 36, or it could be a steel card. I do want to go red steel. Is a steel card worth 36 bucks? I think the answer is no. How do I want to use my tower? Save the tower is what I want to do. I think we don't need rebate that bad. Let's just pick up the mime and then 7 bucks. Could go one more. 8 bucks. No madness. That's it. Alright, so there's a blue seal we can turn into a rock. And then discard looking for, I don't know. Throw away the face cards probably. Alright, so I want to try to draw my gold cards. I can start with a high card 10. That's a lot of points. I could... If I keep the jack in hand, then the fist doesn't do anything. Turn off the fist. Okay. And then... Now a pair wins. So play the pair of aces, I guess. Alright, and the mime gives us 2 Mercury cards. So we did get a Temperance. And because we got... No, we used the Tower. Alright, well, in that case, we just use Mercury. This Justice is worth $7 now. Alright. The Chad as Perishable. This boss, decreased level of poker hand. What a rude dude. I guess we don't really have room for the business card. Since the mime is perishable, we should probably... not re-roll, or maybe now the pairs are high enough level we can drop Square Joker. Maybe. I do like the idea of picking up Honu. We got a double tag, so we could look for skip tags. Could be a steel 10 or a gold 10. I guess between the two of those, I prefer having a gold card. So maybe if you have this, the fist, the steel card makes more sense. No, I just like having them. I like money. Alright, let's go. One more? Saturn, no. Fortune Teller as a polychrome. Absolutely not. Could be a soul, I guess. Instead of the mime, or instead of the bonkler. Maybe instead of the square. If we drop the square, then we are leaning pretty heavily on the blue seals, which is maybe fine. Maybe we don't need the mime that bad. Fine. What's in here? Oh, it's a Crimbo Miracle. I guess we could go one more or just go next. Alright. So now... go fish, right? So this gold seal probably we want to keep in hand. All right, let's go. If I play high card 10, then do the red seal jack. That's 10,000. All right, so I can play a pair of jacks, and now we have the blue seal. So do something like that. I probably don't need to worry that much about squaring up if we got the blue seal. So do something like this. Okay. And the boss has decreased level. Okay, so Mercury's okay to use probably. Could be an Onk. No. Celestial Pack, we can reroll first. No Grimbo. No business card. Alright. Arcana gives me a Fool for Uranus. I guess that's not great. That could be something that we copy with Plinko. I guess we could make a glass card. Getting slightly punished for not just opening the Arcana pack first. I guess I will make some bonus cards for no particular reason. Let's go next. Alright. Then... Alright, if we dig to the bottom here, it could be... Pair the sixes. Trying not to win here, so I'm not going to move the steel card. That wins, so let's go... How about high card now? If I go high card queen... And then, gold 5. So I guess this has to win. Can't sandbag anymore. Alright. Ooh, could be a flash card. Nah, we got the Bonkler. Let's go. Standard pack. I don't need a glass 4. I don't need a jack. One more. Throwback, no. I want to go one more. So I could use Plinko to copy the Chariot. That's kind of fun. Keeping all these Justice cards gives me more gift card value. So every round we get an extra $1. But maybe we want to make a bunch of steel cards. Maybe that's a fun thing to do. Maybe. So yeah, I guess sell Justice. Pick up a Chariot. Go one more. Could be a Death card. Okay. So maybe I don't need this Chariot that bad. Let's go next. Alright, in that case, we let's discard. So I can start with 2 pair, we'll get de-leveled. I could play high card, and then it's fine. If we do this, we don't get the fist value here, which could be slightly concerning. So I guess 2 pair is fine. Okay, and then high card 9. Could be high card king. And then I guess it's gonna be a pair. I guess it doesn't have to be a pair. Could be high card ace here. Could be 2 pair. How do I want to use my death cards? The answer is not yet. Is how. Okay. So since we have the swashbuckler, maybe we don't worry too much about the fist. There's another blue seal. Okay. What kind of skip tags? Boss says face down after played. Alright, let's go spectral pack. No hex here. Could be Grim. Okay, so could be blue seal 10, I think. And then we could use a death card. What else would I want to put a blue seal on? Basically, gold card makes the most sense. I could turn a 10 or a 2 into a 10. I don't think I'm going to use Grim here. So use a death card. And then Buffoon pack maybe replaces the square. I don't take the photograph here. Go next. Alright. Alright, so what are we looking for? There's a gold seal. Could be play a pair of 5s. And then could be a pair of queens. This is going to be slightly more points. Alright, there's a blue seal rock. I don't want to copy the blue seal rock though. So I guess I save the death for the gold cards. Let's go ahead, play pair of kings. That's it. Alright. So, could be a blackboard, I guess. We do have the jacks. Maybe if the plan is to do the fist, maybe you don't need the swashbuckler. If we take the blackboard, then we won't be able to do the gold 5. We won't be able to do the blue seal rock. I think that's fine. Maybe there's something more fun we could do. Here's 2 more blue seals, so it could be a blue seal 5, could be a blue seal 4. Not great with the fist, but of course we got the bonkler, so maybe that's fine. What's in here? Could be a fool. So I could do death. We can hang him. Maybe a 7 and ace. We can hang him, I guess. I could use the death card right now. I could wait until the next round. Probably we wait until the next round. So yeah, ace and 7. Let's hang him. Or yeah. Okay, and then blackboard instead of the square. If we do that, then we are forced to play pairs, whereas if you have the square, you can play different kinds of hands. Oh well. Alright, so blue seal in hand. I would like to find other blue seal. Alright, blue seal 10, I could probably turn a queen into a 10. And then play a pair of kings. What happens if we do that? Queen becomes a 10, play a pair of kings. And then we get 3 blue seals here. Seems fine. Alright. I can play the 6s. I can turn a 6 into another 10. Maybe. I kind of want to keep the death cards for the boss because the boss is going to make my cards face down, but maybe this is okay. Now that we have all these 10s, I could play the 10s. And then go one more. Pair of 4s, that should work. Cool. Yeah, without the square, we score half as many points, but then blackboard is 3 times as much. But now that we have more pair levels, should be fine. Celestial pack, looking for more pair levels. Could be 4 of a kind. Maybe. Alright, before we go Arcana, we can reroll. Go one more. No pants. $7. Could be ectoplasm. So ectoplasm makes my blue seals worse, though it makes blackboard better. Maybe. 8 and 3 we can hang them. I think I'm not gonna ecto, because we have the steel cards and we can use death to make more steel cards. Let's go next. Alright, so here we're gonna get some face down cards, which is not super comfortable necessarily. I can play this pair. Okay. So with these face down cards, if we sort by suit, there's a low card. Could be diamonds or it could be clubs, I don't know. We have these cards, could be these are low cards, could be spades. This is higher. So this has to be hearts. So this is hearts, these are spades. The spades move up, the heart stays here. So this is hearts. I don't know what this is. Could be diamonds. So I could do this. Play a pair of 8s. Alright, and then we got the rock, okay. And then now we're safe. So because we're safe, let's throw away all of these. And then I don't know what this is, but I do know I have a guaranteed pair. I can discard a 6 and a 9, and then turn a 2 into another blue seal. Alright, and this is guaranteed to be a pair. Alright. When are we able to play 4 of a kind? The answer is not yet. Alright. 200 chips on the pairs. This boss previously played as debuff. Seltzer, no. World, maybe. Alright, there's Justice. So if we wanted to, we could make a bunch of glass 10s. Maybe. Glass 10s instead of jacks. I kind of want to copy the jacks because we had the red steel jack though. Let's go 1, 2, 3. World. I want to turn maybe this 5 into spades. Let's just use the world card here. Go glass 10. Alright. So could be Fool for Justice. We make a glass card and then use Death to copy it. I could use Death here, but if I use Death here, it doesn't really mean anything. So Fool for Justice seems okay. We take Justice if the thing that we want to do is play 4 of a kind. Not that we should. I could just use the world here. And Justice seems like fun. Do we, if we have Justice then, do we want to do Seltzer instead of the Swashbuckler? Is that greedy? Maybe. Let's go next. Alright. I can make some glass cards. We do have the steel jack that we can copy now. Or are we trying to make glass 10s? I don't know. I guess let's make the glass 10s. Let's keep the 4, throw away the queen. Alright, because I can make this 10 into glass. I can hold on to a Justice card. I want to not play. Maybe do something like that. Let's try this 4 of a kind. Do I want to play the 4 of a kind now? Do I want to play pairs still? 4 of a kind. This should be fine. I don't get very many levels here. I don't get very many blue seals. So let's play high card first. Alright. Let's go again. If I need to play a pair, I'll play a pair. But let's at least try the 4 of a kind. And then we got 2 blue seals. Try that. Close. Alright, so we could play a pair instead. We could play a pair of 4s, and then that wins. I guess that's fine. It was close. Maybe next time with 3 glass cards, though the next round is going to be harder. Yeah, maybe should have taken the Seltzer. Alright, driver's license is basically online if we want to do driver's license instead of Blackboard. I guess with Blackboard being, it's non-eternal, maybe. I'm gonna say no driver's license. We basically have the Blackboard online all the time anyway. Take a Mercury card here. Alright, I could take another 10. Or just go next. Alright, we get another Death card. So let's look for pairs. I could play a pair of 10s. I could, so now I can make another glass 10. I can make some copies with a Death card. I have to get rid of the rock, so let's do play high card. Okay. There's a 4 and a king. Let's go one more. I want to draw another 10. Alright, we got it. So I can copy the steel card, I can copy the blue seal, I can copy the glass. I think we have enough blue seals, so probably I copy the glass here. Let's go 3 becomes a 10. Play the 4 of a kind, and we have the jack. Alright. Crunchy. Alright, but now we got the 4 of a kind online. Now for sure online. Alright. So Mercury doesn't matter, I guess we could do it. We can go Arcana. We could reroll first. There's a Fool. Okay. So maybe we do... that's a $10 death card. There's Cryptid if I want to make more 10s. And maybe I do want to make more 10s. So we could go turn a 5 into a 10. And then use a Fool. Though, I guess with Plinko, you could use the Fool to do anything. Maybe a Hung Man would be nice. Death is okay. We could do Death. We could do Cryptid on the 10. And now I want to use Death to copy glass cards. Here, could be 50 bucks. Could be we hang them. I think we take the money. So, yeah, let's... take 50 and then go one more. Could be Magician, could be Hierophant. We could pick up cards to remove the boss debuff. That's okay. Don't need a burger. Don't need a dagger. Though, could be dagger instead of the bonkler, maybe. I guess we don't have that much sell value. Let's go one more. 10 bucks. Nah, go next. Alright, 2 death cards. And we have the... Okay, let's start with... I'm gonna play a pair of 7s. I think this doesn't win, but it's close. Yeah, I think this doesn't win. Okay, and then we could do the 4 of a kind. Yas. Blue seals we could discard. I guess the 6 I can discard. I have a bunch of 10s with blue seals. I can do that. Okay, so if I play the pair, is it too much? Maybe. So I can turn... Do I want to make more glass? Do I want to make more blue seals? Probably let's do more glass. So go death here. Play the glass cards. Throw away the 2. There, do something like that. I could play high card now, actually. Alright, and then now we can do 4 and then get 2 blue seals. That's fine. Cool. Alright, we don't actually win without the glass cards, but that's okay. So there's Mars. And then this boss says shuffle me Jimbos. Extra discard. Could be. What's in here? Alright. Retro pack, we go one more. There's a Fool for another death card. I don't need a Wraith here. Let's go next. Alright. So... Let's see here. Fool on Mars is not what we want. We can discard. Looking for more blue seals. We can keep the jack, I guess. Alright, something like that. So I can use 3 death cards, I guess. I could use 2 death cards and then hold the fool. So I want 1 more 10 in hand, and then we can use 2 death cards. There we go. So this jack I can turn into a glass 10. Sure. And then with 3 glass cards, I can turn this 6 into a blue seal, or do we want more glass? I guess I want more glass, maybe? Or do I want the blue seal? Take a blue seal. We got plenty of glass, probably. Alright, and then ship it. Alright, fool on death. We have to be a little bit careful. We lost 2 glass cards there. That's not good. Okay, so we can't use the Mars cards right away. There's a chariot. That's kind of interesting. I can make some steel 10s now if I want. Could also use the moon on the 10s. I think I can use the fool here. Alright, and then we get the death card. So we don't want Plinko to copy chariot, probably. We don't want to copy the moon, probably. Take a Mars card here. Now we definitely copy glass. Alright, so let's go 1 more. Be a free reroll here. Instead of the swashbuckler, you don't need anymore. Alright. So I can play a pair of kings. Could be a pair of aces. And then that's it. Now we're looking for the glass cards to use death on. I can save the death cards for the final round if I want. There's the glass card. Oh well. Here's 4 10s. I guess I want to use 1 death card, or I guess we'll play it out. Alright. Mars. If we could get a fool, that would score us more points. Oops, all 6s. Alright, so we don't need this. Jumbo standard pack. There's a polychromate. That's kind of fun. Go 1 more. Alright, could be justice. Would have been nice to get a cryptid. 30 on the fortune teller. Don't need the tower. Alright. 79 on the swashbuckler. There we go. So now I'm looking for... I can throw all this away. Can I do it in a way that doesn't score points? I can play high card king. Okay, I can play high card ace. I don't need this 10, probably. 50 cards in the deck. I can play a pair of 8s. I can discard a pair of 8s. I can play king as a high card. I probably want to find 1 more 10. There we go. Actually, wait. Alright. So, discard. Did not get the glass 10s. Okay, so I can make 4 glass cards. I could make a couple of red glass cards. Maybe turn a 4 into a jack. Maybe turn a 5 into a jack. Maybe turn a 10 into a jack. Maybe something like that. All right. There we go. So we got gift card, polychrome gift card. Pretty fun starting with a gift card. You get those big temperances, you get the gift card. Even if you don't get the temperances, your jokers of course sell for more. At least in the first maybe 4 antes or something like that, constantly rotating through jokers. Also the consumables, sometimes you hold on to them and they get more sell value. This particular seed turns out crystal balls, so you hold on to more cards at a time, and then you get more sell value on the gift card. That's possible. You can also use Plinko to copy the cards, and the copied cards will have the extra sell value. That's kind of fun, I guess. Swashbuckler, of course, combo with the gift card. With Plinko, we were able to copy. I think the Hung Man is among the best things that you can get. Death is very good. What's cool about Death, of course, you get to copy the rank and the suit and the enhancement and the seal, and there's all of these different layers that you can copy once you make an interesting card. So it could be blue seal gold card, could be red glass card or red steel card or whatever it is. Playing on the ghost deck here. A little bit unfortunate we didn't get maybe cryptids you could copy with Plinko and do something interesting. Maybe a cryptid was possible. I just didn't find one. Anyway, hope y'all have a great holiday season. Take care, everyone.